Hi, this is Dr.Un, and we are going to do some lessons on factoring today. Okay, so this is lesson 2, factoring 4 terms. We will do factor by grouping them in pairs. Remember, we say the first rule of factoring is to see if they have any common factor, and after that, we have 2 terms, 3 terms, and 4 terms. So this lesson is about the 4 terms. If you know how to do the 4 terms, it's going to help you with the 3 terms. It kind of gives a foundation with the AC method. So we are looking at number 1. It comes with 4 terms, and we're supposed to factor by grouping them in pairs. So first, we're going to group them in pairs, and we will do them 2 terms at a time. Looking at the first 2 terms, the thing they have in common is going to be a squared. So after I pull out a squared on the first 2 terms, I should have a, bring down the sign, plus 2. And looking at the second 2 terms, first we will bring down this sign. So we have an addition sign. And looking at these 2 terms, we are going to need to pull out a 7 because 7 is what they have in common. And after pulling out 7, I will have a plus 2. So notice that a plus 2 become the common factor at this moment. So all of this type, you will have these matching parts. So if you don't have it, you probably did something wrong and you want to go back and double check your work. So now a plus 2 is what you have in common, so you can pull out a plus 2. And after you pull out a plus 2, you can see for the first term you still have a squared. And then the second term you still have plus 7. So that would be your answer. Again, if you really want to, you can multiply it out and you should be able to get back to the question. So that's the first one. The second one, we have 4 terms again. So again, we are going to factor by grouping them in pairs. We will do it 2 terms at a time. Looking at the first 2 terms, we have y squared as their common factor. So we pull out y squared. And after pulling out y squared, we can see, okay, inside we will still have x plus 2. And the second 2 terms is starting with negative. Remember, we say when it starts with negative, we will pull out the negative. And then inside, we will need to change the sign to positive instead of negative. So after that, looking at the 2 terms, they have something in common, which is 3. So we can pull out a 3 here. And after we pull out the 3, we still have x. And pull out a 3 from 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2 again. So again, you should have a matching part here. This is x plus 2. They are matching, so we are going to put that out as GCF, x plus 2 in front of everybody. And what you have left here is going to be y squared minus 3. And that would be your answer for the second question here. So the last one, if you want to try on your own, you can pause the video and try it. And when you're ready, you can come back and check your answer. So for number 3 here, if you're ready to check, again, this is 4 terms. So we are going to group them in pairs. And looking at the first pair, we can see that both of them have n, so we can pull out an n. And after you pull out an n, you still have m plus 3. And again, the last 2 terms started with negative, so we need to pull out a negative. And be sure to change the sign in between the parentheses. And looking at this, they actually don't have anything to pull out, so I'm going to put m and 3 there. And we learned that earlier, if you don't have anything here, actually you kind of have an invisible 1, right? So if you like, you can put a 1 here to help you to remember. And after that, we look at these two terms and we figure out m plus 3 is what you have in common. That's the GCF. Put it in front of everything. And after pulling that out, what you have left is n minus 1. So that would be the answer for the last questions. And hopefully you get the same answer.